Good evening or afternoon. Trying to work down a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Life has been crazy busy, and it ain't stopping yet. I'm finally feeling like I'm getting somewhere with all this stuff. I got some dressers in here. Although they're not going to stay in here, they're going to go in the other room. And I've got a dresser out in the Conex I'm going to bring in here. And let's see. All that stuff up there I'm keeping. And that right there I'm keeping. But the box underneath and the two boxes over there are all stuff that's going out to be sold. Probably won't get much for it because it's just mainly clothes and stuff like that. It is a beautiful day here. Let's see what the temperature is. Right now it's 65. Hey, Patty. Thank you for coming in. It got down to 41 this morning, which is really kind of nice. When Becky was here, it got down to 27 or 25, something like that. Man, did we ever have a good time. I loved the fact that they came up here and spent time with me. I can't wait till the next time. Anyways, I have to talk to her later today too. Find out what's going on. If she's coming down here or not, or up here. But let's see. Oh, all morning I've been working on the lid for the rabbits. And I got my little reminder because I get busy and I lose all track of time. I don't pay any attention. I don't have music going. I should have some music going out there or something and enjoying myself a little bit more. But I just get totally lost in thought when I'm building stuff. And I love it. I'm having so much fun here. I love this place. It is hard living from loved ones. Well, It is, but it's not too. Because we talk to each other all the time. Um, it's when they get too busy to talk to you and they don't answer your phone calls. That's when it kind of gets a little annoying because you're so far you don't know if something's gone wrong or you know what I'm saying. Um, so I'll hear later on how Wilma is doing. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it, Patty? Um. Oh, back to Becky before I go to on to Wilma. Um. Keep my daughter in your prayers. She had mono, and she's still struggling with weakness and all that kind of stuff. And it's very bizarre. We don't. I don't know what to say. She doesn't know what to say. She doesn't think she has it, but I don't know. Nobody at all in her family, including me or anybody else that's been around her, has gotten it. Now, you know, I'm really good at washing things and stuff like that. In fact, I'm on this is the second time I've redone my bed since she's been gone because she slept with me. And I Lysol the pillow and put it into the dryer and all that kind of stuff. And I just go a little bit of extra miles to make sure everything is sanitized because you know I have a very weak immune system, and you would think that I would get it. Um, does it really? Did the people around you get it, or was it just you? I don't know anything about it. I've never had it, and God forbid if I ever got it, I would just be miserable. I know. So, um, oh, let's see. They got back home safe and everything, and then going back to Wilma, her blood. She went back on chemotherapy last week. One dose of chemotherapy pulled her blood levels back down again. She won't know till today what exactly they're going to do about it. Whether it's because she has to have blood drawn every single week and check her levels. So, and she's pretty sure that her levels are down again because she was dizzy and she's been sick all week. So they're probably going to have to give her another transfusion. Oh, I have to fix this. This irritates me. Every time my church adds on a new person, it gives us a whole new thingy. I don't know what do you call it? It gives me a whole new chat in the texting thing, and it beeps. I turn it off every single time, and now it's dinging again. So I've got to go in and do that. A friend, we drank a Coke together, and it's called kissing disease. Get it from saliva. Yeah. But get this, Patty. She kisses her husband all the time and he never got it. Is that weird or what? I don't know. That's just one of the few reasons why we don't think that that's what was wrong with her. But at least it's not what she thought. She thought she was dying. She was convinced that because of all her lymph nodes and everything were all swollen, that she was definitely dying. They sent her for mammograms and ultrasounds and all kind of stuff, and the breast is all good. So I would think that. Oh, I got to do something about this. Sorry. Let me fix this, because if I don't fix it, it'll just keep on ding-a-ling. Hide alerts. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Anyways. So Wilma's doing better, but she's not doing better, if that makes sense. She's doing better on some things and not on others. So I don't know if they'll ever be able to give her any more chemo. And she, according to the doctor, she will be on chemo. She should be on chemo the rest of her life. But I'm hoping that they find a different alternative. He is doing research to find a different alternative to what's going on with her. So when Thursday, I'm going to take her to her heart doctor, which is also in Augusta. She has to go to Augusta at least once, twice, or 3 times a week. I don't know how she does it. Well, she hadn't been doing it. She'd been sick. So I have a friend. Well, how do I explain this? A lot of the people in my new church are family. They're all family members to each other. Some of them not. But there's a lot of family members that are intertwined in my church. And Donna and Gloria are sisters. So Donna's son-in-law had open heart surgery. I want to say it was Friday. I can't remember. We've been praying for him steadily, so I don't remember exactly when it was. But he's doing well and is home now, I believe, and doing very, very good. They expected to see him in ICU for 5 days, and it's not even been 5 days and he's already home, I believe. But he's also still on what's it called? He's in quarantine because he has lupus, and they don't want his immune system so low that they don't want him to catch any kind of infection or sickness, because it could severely hurt him. But so that's the other thing I've been praying a lot about. Now, when Becky was here, some weird things happened. Uh, and today I'll be fixing the second thing. I believe it was the first thing that really freaked us out. We got a really pretty nasty wind rainstorm, and they don't normally bother me, but there was this really obnoxious noise, like it was ripping the siding off of the house here. So, you know, sometimes I do things that shouldn't be done, but I did it anyways. I went out in the middle of the rainstorm. I had been in the bathtub, and Becky was over here with the baby, trying to get him to sleep and everything. And we were talking, and he had already fallen asleep. And I was in the tub just soaking away by candlelight, no less. And we started hearing this noise, and I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, it sounds like it's right outside here. So I hopped out of the tub, put on my jammies and my house coat, and went outside in the middle of the rainstorm to find out what that noise was. And I never could figure out the noise. I figured out the noise the other day. I believe I did. Because there's nothing loose on the house. But I had pulled the plug on the bathtub. And when I went around to the front to examine the whole structure of the house and everything, I could hear running water going onto the ground. And then it started dripping. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Please tell me they didn't pipe this straight down onto the ground. No, they didn't. The pipe had come loose underneath the tub and soaked all the insulation underneath the house. I got Wilma's husband, Michael, to fix that. And also, I don't remember if I told you guys or not, we could not get the filter off of the pump out there. And it just grossed me out. I could see that there was sediment in the filter. And because I could see it, it just really, it did a number on my head. So I couldn't drink the water. So I have been drinking Dr. Pepper, and I've been gaining weight again. So I am off of the Dr. Pepper again now that we've fixed that problem. So this week I've gotten that fixed. I've got the pump filter fixed. Thought we were going to have to put a new one on there. I bought a new one. But when we took the pipe off, we were able to get it loose. So we didn't have to get a new one. We just put that one back on. And I'm going to check it later on and make sure there's nothing leaking. But everything is really, really coming together good. So, now this week, okay, today I'm going to be doing the rabbits, the tops on the rabbits. I'm starting the enclosure for them. I'm going to put the wood on the top so that I can put the metal sheeting down. And trying to think what else I'm going to be doing today. I got to fix that. There's a little, what's it called? There's a little shed there, but there's on the corner, it's a corner bead of the shed. It looked like somebody hit it or something, and it's kind of buckled right there on the corner, and it's gone up a little bit. So that is being fixed. I'm going to screw all that back together again, and I believe that's the noise that we heard, because I believe that made so much noise in the little shed there that it sounded like it was the house. So hopefully that's what it was. I've gone through the outside through all of them, and I've tried to wiggle them. None of them wiggle or nothing like that. So I don't think that's any kind of issue there. I was hoping some more people would come in so I could talk a little bit about what I've read. I know you've read the same thing with Teresa. I've been in constant prayer over her. I know you know how much I love her, Patty. We don't get to talk very much anymore, but I'm so thankful God spared her. I'm not really understanding. Her daughter said something about a facial doctor. I believe that's what she said, and I don't really understand that. She probably got, I know she got banged up pretty bad, but I don't know how bad. I wish I had Lee's Marco, because I would Marco him and talk to him for a second. He Marco'd me back and talked to me yesterday and made me feel a lot better. I believe it was during the surgery that he called me, or right after it, or right before, right before it, or anyways. So I'm still really worried about her. I pray that she does not have issues with driving, because I know that when I was in that accident where I had the little C-Max and it spun me all around, I had a little hard time driving after that. I mean, I would have a lot of panic attacks. So, yeah, Sam said more than Lee. Yes. And sometimes guys kind of like try to, compact it. She's going to have a long recovery. Both of them said that. And so we need to keep her in our prayers. I'm looking out the window, looking at my garden, and it's doing so good. I can't believe it. I don't know. Those peas are growing so beautifully, but I don't know if I'll get any blooms on them before the freezes come. That's true, Patty. Very true. And you know, that's the thing I said when I asked for prayer with my church, because you know when I have something that comes up like this, I immediately go to my church and ask them to start praying, and they do. It's really a beautiful, beautiful feeling that I'm in a church that's cares enough about its congregation to get together and pray for things like this. And you know, my friends too and stuff, and on Facebook. But God ain't done with her yet. she's doing, and you know that devil, he tries to get in there and mess up things, because she's really been working for the Lord pretty strong lately, and with the buckets and Bibles and stuff like that. And I just think that the devil is doing everything to hurt Christian folks. So we have to stay in the Word. We have to fellowship and do as much as possible. I have to tell you a crazy little thing. I almost didn't get to hear Alora sing not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before last when they were here, because I had gone to the Home Depot and I'd gotten the stuff to make my hoop thingies, which I'm going to go out there and work on those a little bit more and change that up a little bit. I left the PVC at 10 foot, and I should have shortened it to, I believe he said 6 foot. So I think I'm going to go, I don't know if I'm going to go 6.5, or I should probably just do 6 foot like he did. But I watched a fella put rebarb down in the ground and then put the PVC on and pull it over, and oh my gosh, it works so beautifully. But the plastic I got was 10 foot. It drapes over it perfect, but it has no giveaway, no stuff. So I've got some working to do on that, and I've seen a little bit more things to fix that. But let's see. Greater is our God than Satan. Power is his name. That's right. That's right. And I believe there's power in Christians praying. I really do. I believe, you know, that Sunday morning, okay, I had gone to get the PVC the day before with Becky and them guys. And evidently I dropped the tailgate. And when I left here in the truck, I got all the way down my street and started out. Somehow I lost the PVC out the side of the truck. It was on the side of the road. I got all the way to church. And when I walked in the back of the truck to get the baby, that's when I seen that my PVC was gone. So I immediately jumped back in the truck and ran back to the house, which put me a half an hour behind. Thank God I had taken them. Excuse me. Thank God we went to church early. And it's so funny. I get all the way back here and I'm like, oh, Lord, I pray that whoever got that PVC really, really needed it. And it's not just thrown in the trash or something. I head back on out because, I mean, I looked the whole road. I did not see it when I turned into my road. But whenever I left here to go back to church, I saw it on the side of the road. So I picked it up, put it back in there, and went on back to church. When I got back to church, they had already done all the singing, and Alora was the last song. And whenever I walked in, she was walking up to the pulpit to sing. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was just beautiful. And then my pastor's been preaching on healing, not just spiritual healing, but physical healing and all that stuff. I mean, he's really doing a fantastic job. And that's when we learned about, we already knew about Brett going to have his surgery, and Donna asked us all to pray for him. So we all got, after the service, we all got together in a circle and we prayed for him. And I also added in my prayer that they would have peace of mind that God has him in his hand and not to worry anymore. And I just believe it all came true. I just believe that it just, I mean, it's like, okay, Lord. I was able to be able to get back to the sermon, and I was so blessed to see my granddaughter singing. I'm like, I don't know, Pastor. There ain't no better love than this. So we just, I really do believe that this is where God meant me to be. I really wanted more property, and I still may buy some property next door. If they ever come back and give me a price on it or whatever, you know. But in fact, I'd like to buy the whole 8 acres, but I think they still want it for hunting. I don't know. Anyways, so that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Yes, me too. I'm super glad that I have a praying church. It's just, I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, Patty. I just feel like I couldn't keep on going on the way I was going on. In Florida, it was very, very hard for me. And I just feel like I'm renewed. I feel like I'm finding myself again, and I don't have to worry about what other people think. You know, I'm just out here doing my thing, and I don't have anybody snooping or looking or trying to tell me you can't do that. I don't have the code enforcement or anything to worry about because they don't bother me out here. I just I don't know how to explain it. I just feel free. I just feel free. And I feel like God is so present all the time. I don't have a lot of lapse in judgment. I've been able to focus more on God too. Need prayer for my granddaughter. She is 9 months old. Her doctor found holes in her heart. They are talking about heart surgery. They won't be home for Christmas, but because of it also, I'm praying for healing. What is her name? Hey, Nancy. Bella. I'm going to ask my church to pray for her too. You'll have to keep me updated because they'll be asking me for updates. Now, where are they? You said they won't be home for Christmas. You're in Dallas, Texas. Ah, gotcha. Now, if this gives you any consolation, I don't know if it will or not. I had a friend, and this is many years ago, so they've made a lot more awesome things since then. Her name was Pam, and her son's name was Samson. And he had holes in his heart too, and they repaired them. And I think the last surgery he had, he was preteen, and it went very well, and he has never had any issues with it. As far as I can remember, I think the last time I talked to her, his heart is completely fine. So that's a good thing. They've done so many. They've got so much better research and stuff now. God's really good at allowing us to know what to do for things. Now, how do I say this? Is she having issues? Is she suffering from this? Or is it causing any health issues? They had to do surgery with him like a couple of times because of his, it was causing growth problems or something. I'm grateful for a good report on this issue. with others. Only issues is growth and sleep. Good, 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 good. Hello, hello. We had a Marco from Teresa. She looks rough, but alive and truly thankful. We had a little laugh, but she needs her prayers. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Holland. Uh, I don't think and she's Marcoed me yet. Nope. But Lee Marcoed me yesterday, so. And I imagine she's on a lot of medication. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I'm just very thankful that we've got a great network of friends here and that we can pray for each other too. Well, I have almost completely got the lid fixed on that one rabbit cage. I decided not to put tin on the top of those. I went ahead and put wire and a wooden lid so that I could open and close it a little easier. And I'm putting them under the shelter, so where I was going to put the 3 macaws, since I only have one macaw left, he can be in there with the rabbits. It's not a big deal. I'm going to put him at the back and put the rabbits on both sides like they are now. And I think it'll work out just perfect. I'll be able to put his food on one side, their food on the other side of him, and it should work fine. She had surgery on her arm, didn't have to reopen the other area that has over 100 stitches. Ooh. I've seen the truck and oh my goodness. Hello to all. Was she in the truck and not the car? I thought she was in her car. What happened to your other birds? Well, Patty, I got a bright idea. And I took them out in my garden. And I put them in the greenhouse, which was fine and dandy. But I didn't account for these nasty, horrible ants that we have here. And I believe that the ants got them. Because when I got in there was ants all over their cages, all over Oscar's. And I had Nani for almost 30 years. Since he was a baby. It was like losing a child. And then I lost Ginger. I don't know if you knew I lost her. Lost her to old age, I believe. She did have a spot that was a circular spot on her hip, but I didn't do a lot of deep examining. She was fine one day and then dead the next. Actually, she was fine one morning and then dead. And the only kind of weird thing that was going on with her is she went from barking normally when we got up here, and she didn't do a whole lot of barking in her life. She went from barking normally to like having laryngitis bark. She could still bark, but it wasn't the same noise. And, I don't know. It's heartbreaking. She was driving Lee's truck. Oh, wow. Hey, Susan. Thank you for your prayers. She needs them. Yeah, so it's been there. I've had some trauma. I've lost 4 animals since I've been here. The first one I lost was a rabbit that wasn't doing well when I brought it home. It struggled and struggled, and she just finally passed away. And then the birds, and then Ginger, and I'm just like, and I had struggle with some quail that I'd gotten too. I've got 4 left. Hello, Patty. So, you know, I had been very concerned about Chester because, he absolutely adored Ginger. He loved her to death. Didn't want to be separated from her at all. So I really worried about how sad he was going to be, and he seems to be doing fine. I mean, he does cry every once in a while and stuff like that, but he's doing pretty good. I let him out every day, so he's getting out a lot more than he did when she was here, because she would stay here as long as I was paying attention to them. But as soon as I turned my back, she's gone. She would listen to me and come as long as I was paying attention, making sure she wasn't getting out of her, out of the yard or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Yes, that's terrible. I said that old devil is trying to keep her from doing what she was doing for God, So he just didn't realize how many people know and are praying for her. So So I imagine everybody on here's got a whole lot colder weather than I do. Let's see what degrees it is now. Oh, it's only 66. It was 65, so it's gone up a degree. It'll get to 68 today, and then drop back down to 42 tonight. I'm really liking the cooler weather, and I'm actually wearing shoes. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Is she still in the hospital or is she back at home? She's in the hospital. She had surgery yesterday. I think my state forgot how to snow. We had high 60s and 70s last week. Woo! I know. Isn't that funny? I cannot remember how many years it's been since I've been able to wear shoes. Now, I ain't saying that these are the most comfortable shoes, but I'm not wearing flip-flops 24 hours a day. I am still wearing flip-flops, but not all the time. Hard to see Teresa go through all this. Blessings are how God will use it for her good and for his glory, for sure. Yes. I don't ever remember it like this. Yeah. It's high 40s here. We'll get to the mid 50s. I'm my poor grandson. He was so disappointed because it got down to 25 and he didn't get to see snow. He was so hoping it would snow because it'd been raining, you know. So, yeah. But he got excited when he seen the ice and stuff on the car. I don't know if I put that video out yet or not of them being here. We had so much fun. We really did. We built, except for the nights that it was really raining, you know, we built fires and sat out by the fire. The house was all opened up. It was just absolutely gorgeous. We all had our little jackets on and they ate s'mores, and it was just, other than the kids a little bickery back and forth, those older two, they kind of like, when there ain't nobody else around and they're the only two there, they get along really good. But when you put the baby in the mix, or you put mom in the mix or me in the mix, yeah, they don't get along. But they'll grow out of that. I think they I think they enjoyed themselves. I'm so frustrated. I wanted to get a volleyball the whole time that Alora was here, because I wanted to play volleyball with her, or at least, help her with, sparring with her like I used to do. Ashley, I didn't get the volleyball until the last day, and we forgot all about it, and it's still in its box. I'm like, Catherine. And let's see, there was something else. I can't remember if I uploaded that video or not, but I uploaded the video today, and I don't know if I opened it yet or not. But we went to Warrenton they have an annual sportsman festival there. Oh my word. It was So much fun. The kids, especially the baby, really, really, really enjoyed the little chicken show that they had. Oh, I didn't know you didn't know. I'm sorry, Nancy. Your grandchildren will love all the special time they get to be with you. You love them. Well, yes, I do. I love them to death. And it's so funny. I asked Becky, I said, because she'd been sick and she came up here and she's still not all together, right? So I said, you just need to sit back and enjoy yourself. I'll do everything. I'll do all the cooking and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. You just come and enjoy yourself and tell me what you want to do. So she says, okay, Mom. So I said, what do you want to eat? She said, I've been craving meatloaf. I said, okay. So one night I made a meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans. And oh my gosh, I have got to grow a big, big, big row of green beans. These green beans, I wish to God I knew what kind they were that I got and canned them. They are absolutely delicious. I mean, there was nothing left of the green beans. Had a little bit of mashed potatoes left, and um, in fact, I pulled some little potatoes out of my green stock the other day. I can't wait to cook them. I'm gonna probably boil them up and then squash them and fry them today. My daughter and grandson are coming to spend a month with me. So excited. I miss them. I bet you do. It is I absolutely love it. I wish they would come more often, but she doesn't like the drive. So I'd imagine it's not going to happen very often. I think they wanted me to come for Thanksgiving, but I oh no, I just can't do it right now. This coming weekend is one of the hardest weekends for me. My mom's birthday's the 24th. And I'll tell you, it's been hard, really hard going through things and trying to weed out what I don't need or anything. I give I give the kids some stuff, and I've got some stuff that I'm going to give. And I have to tell you, I think my mom was holding this back to give to me for Christmas. I had asked her to make me a throw in these colors, and I found that in the box. So And it's all finished. So just little things. Said I wasn't going to do this today. Anyways. She was very talented. She was so talented. I've got so much stuff that she sewed, and I don't know. She just did such beautiful work. When I was a kid, she taught me how to crochet, and I do well. I mean, I don't pretend to have great skills or anything like that, but I do like to crochet, and but she was really talented. And I've got a lot of her porcelain dolls. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I may display them in my sewing room when I get it set up. I don't know what day. I've got to start digging. I don't know what day I'm going to do it, but I've got to start digging out the footers for the Connex to sit on. Getting 2 Connexes delivered, and that's going to be my she shops. I guess I'm going to nickname them something. I don't know what I'm going to nickname them. But one's going to be a sewing room / crafts. Excuse me. And the other one is going to be designated just for all of my molds and kiln and all the ceramics and stuff that I have. I have a ton of ceramics in the shed at home and cocoa. And then my sister has all my mom's. And my mom's is not just ceramics, but also molds for porcelain doll heads and arms and, you know, all the body parts and all that kind of stuff of making porcelain dolls. So I might delve into that. I thought about it years ago, but I didn't ever have time because I worked full time when Mom was doing all of her doll stuff. And they would have me sew all the dresses and stuff like that for the dolls and all the clothing because I love to sew. So it'll work out. I really, really, really love to do all that stuff. And now, you know, I really don't have to leave home other than to go to church or to the grocery store or over to Wilma's or over to Linda's. There's no reason for me to leave home anymore. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And I'm getting better of writing myself a list. Yesterday when I went to Home Depot, I got everything on my list except for I'm going to replace some vents that are on my church. There's little air vents at the underneath the bottom that are missing, and some of them are just, you know, been tore up or whatever. So we're going to pull all the old ones out and I'm going to replace them with new ones. But I've got to get those from the Home Depot place. And I forgot to get those on Sunday when I went. They were on my list, but I forgot them. I didn't even look at my list. That's so bad. So I'm going to have to get better at that. Y'all be praying for me to get better at that, because it's like 45 miles from my house. So that's a 80 or 90 mile trip. Not easiest thing to do. Anyways, it's getting to be that time. I know we've got lots of prayers. And starting with Teresa. And let's see, you said her name was Bella? And let's see. I know there's something else I'm forgetting offhand. Oh, Brett. Wilma. So I'm going to go ahead and pray. And if I've forgotten anything, God knows what it is. Put it on here and I'll pray for them later too. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time we've had together, Lord. Thank you for bringing friends together to pray for one another, to lift one another up. And I pray, Lord, that you continue to do that, Lord. I want to lift up Teresa. I know the devil's trying to keep her from doing what you want her to do. I pray, Lord, that you are able to get the glory through all of this madness and take all of her pain and ease it so that she doesn't have pain. Help her heal quickly, and don't let anything else pop up that they haven't seen. Heal her completely from head to toe, Lord. I just love Teresa so much, and I know her heart is pure for you. And I just know that things that she's been doing, the devil's after her to get her. And I just want you to put a protective hedge around her and keep her safe from harm, Lord. I lift up Bella. I pray, Lord, that she is healed I know that it's hard when babies are as tiny as that for to have surgery, but you have you have opened the eyes of physicians and taught them what to do for our hearts and our babies, and I just pray, Lord, that you guide their hands and guide their minds and get it all fixed perfectly for you, Lord, to heal her completely. Strengthen her and help her grow and be able to sleep good, Lord. I lift up Brett and I thank you for a great surgery, and his recovery is coming nicely. I pray, Lord, that you will totally heal him and continue to use him as um, a vessel to be showing your promise to us that you will take care of what we need. And Lord, a special prayer for Wilma. I pray, Lord, that her blood work came back better today instead of worse. I know that they'll want to do more blood transfusions and stuff, and I just think that's so hard on the body, and yet it helps, I know, but also I fear the things that could be in that blood that could hurt her more. So I pray, Lord, that you heal her and strengthen her and let me spend some quality time with her. We haven't got to spend much time since I've been here. And I just pray, Lord, that we get more time together. In your precious, sweet name, thank you, Jesus. Amen. Well, folks, I got to get back out there to my rabbit work. I should be taping that. I guess I should make a video of that. So I've got a ton of stuff to do today, and I pray that I get it all done. But if I don't, there's always tomorrow, right? That's the beauty about living where you love, loving where you live. And it sounded like someone was out there. I'm expecting a package to come too, so I'm going to get off here. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will catch you again on Monday. On Wednesday. What's my day? Later.